don't dare. I don't dare.
What do you mean?
All right, it is Monday morning. It's 7 o'clock. We're doing something a little different this week, obviously, and I am driving to work out, and so I should not be vlogging. But I wanted to start this bright and early, first thing.
But the bottom line is that protecting our own health and safety.
You can't hear me, but I'm dead. This is the part of the morning where I always feel like I'm gonna get run over. Okay, that workout was not fun. Honestly, I'm pretty much always dying when I go to Orange Theory. I've been doing it well over a year. I keep thinking someday I will get used to it, but there's always at least one point in the workout where I just think, I've had enough, I wanna go home, I'm just gonna jump out of this and leave, but I always convince myself to stay. I mean, when you consistently work out, like, isn't it supposed to get easier? That's what I always thought. Somehow that's not happening for me. I'm just still waiting. Anyway, right now I have about an hour. I need to shower and get as ready as I can, and then I'm going to pick up Luna because we were out of town this weekend, and really, I don't want to get all into it right now. I'm going to explain everything, why we're doing a Monday vlog and not a weekend vlog, but right now I have a limited amount of time, so I need to hurry, and we're in the dark anyway. Hello, okay. I need to take a shower, get ready, and then we'll talk. Got to go and pick up little Miss Luna Bean, and she is crazy. Every time I pick her up, she's crazy, and then she calms down after like 30 minutes, and then she sleeps for like a whole day. She's just like completely exhausted. She just gets so sleepy every single time. Seriously, we were only apart for like 48 hours this time, and I'm sure it will be nothing different. We were out of town. Well, I went first. I went to Houston over the weekend. I left on Friday afternoon, but Grant didn't come down until Saturday afternoon because he was taking his test, the test that he's been studying for that I've been telling you about. So he had to stay here in Dallas, but then he came to Houston Saturday afternoon, and we visited with my family, but I am looking real cute. I need to finish getting ready at home because I have to shoot a video today. This is what I've been doing with my hair after I blow dry it because it gives it so much more volume. Like, I feel like everything I've ever heard has always told me don't put your hair up, especially like in a tight bun or like a ponytail or anything like that right after you blow dry your hair, because then you'll get a crease and you won't be able to get it out, and that's just like the worst thing you can do. But I've started putting it up in this little like granny bun. I feel like it looks like the Looney Tunes granny with like the bun on the top of my head, and it's like loose right here. It just gives me so much more volume, and it lasts for days, which is really great because I really try to not wash my hair more than twice a week, sometimes 3 times, but usually it's only twice, like after I work out. And I worked out this morning, so that's what's happening. But I also have to record a video today, so I have to do like the full thing, and I got started on my makeup, but I'm not done with it, and I'll finish the hair and do all that. Let's go home. Luna is already going into her sleepy mode. Are you so sleepy? Oh, it's so sunny. Oh, this baby. Yeah. Was that a crazy weekend?
Oh, no, I don't dare. I don't dare.
What do you mean?
Well,
see what I'm talking about? This might not be a lot of volume for a lot of people, but I have flat hair, so I'm actually doing pretty good with this. I've just got so much more volume at the top of my head that I would not have if I just blow dried it and let it sit down while I was doing my makeup and everything. But keeping it up for as long as I can before I actually go in and like curl it and tease it and all of that business, I just feel like it makes such a huge difference, and I've been loving it. So anytime I have the time to make it happen, that's what I do. And today, obviously, I had the time, and I just looked like a Looney Tunes grandma for a little while extra, only out in the world for a little while. Okay, so now that I feel all cute and I'm all ready, actually these lashes, they are not ready for anything. My lashes are looking crazy, but everything else, feeling cute, looking cute. So let's talk. I know I've been saying we need to talk about stuff for a while. Let's talk about this. Not my busted up nails, this pregnancy test. Let's go sit down. I need to let this hair calm down anyway before I shoot this video. I've always got excuses. So as you can see, that pregnancy test said no. I actually just took that one today. I was supposed to take my first pregnancy test after doing my IUI. If you don't know what I'm talking about at all, I'm not gonna bore everybody that does know what I'm talking about. Go back and watch the last video that I did that talked about a fertility update and my IUI experience. So that's what I'm taking a pregnancy test from, to see if the IUI worked, and obviously it did not work. I did not get a positive pregnancy test. I was supposed to take the pregnancy test on Friday, and obviously took it on Friday, and it was negative. And I also went out of town that day. Really, last week was just a mess all around. I kind of had the feeling that it was gonna be negative, that I was not gonna be pregnant. So I wasn't like devastated or anything like that, but I wasn't in a great mood. I was already like crying every day. So, but it wasn't, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to begin at this point. So trying to stay on topic. Took the pregnancy test on Friday, saw the negative, okay. Stopped taking my progesterone because that's what the doctor said to do. And obviously after you stop taking the progesterone, if you are not pregnant, then your period will come. And my period hasn't come yet, so that's why I took another one today. Just because, I don't know, I guess I'm crazy. And I do think that, you know, maybe in some small rare cases, you could possibly not get a positive until later down the line. And just since I hadn't gotten my period yet, I just wanted to test. So I tested again today. Obviously it said no, and I'm still waiting for my period. Please, just thinking ahead, please refrain from telling me any comments that are like, oh, my friend of a friend of a friend, like, didn't find out she was pregnant until like 3 weeks. Like, don't give me hope right now. Like, I'm all about being positive and having hope, but just this situation, like I've said before, it is just delicate. And I've said before all of this, you know, I'm excited if the IUI works. I'm excited to get a positive, to get pregnant, to have a baby, obviously. But if it doesn't work, if I get a negative, I'm excited to try it again, because an IUI is something you can try again and again, and your odds of success, or the rate of success, actually goes up with each time you try it, and then it levels out around 3 or 4 times, and then it goes down after that. So I think the max they recommend, or you know, it varies by doctor, but the max they usually recommend before moving on to IUI is like 5 or 6. But your success rate is highest at 3 and 4. So we're gonna go on and do IUI again this month, but I have to wait for my period. I don't know where it's at, because the last time I took progesterone, my period started just a couple of days after I got out of it. And I don't feel any cramps or anything like that. And typically when I get my period, I get a lot of cramps before it starts. So I don't know, I just thought it was weird. That's why I took another one. Also, of course, I'm like in that weird headspace where you're just like, what if, maybe. And that's why I said, don't leave me those comments, because like, I don't want to be like, what if? Like, I want to be calm and be relaxed and be chill. And right now, just considering everything, it is like a hard time to feel like that. And I don't know. There's just so many factors that are fabulous opportunities to worry. And right now, there's just a lot going on that is not good. I mean, I don't want to just like breeze past this. Ultimately, I'm okay that it is negative. I mean, the odds of it happening on the first try for IUI, you know, that would be like a miracle. I feel like every baby that is born is a miracle, just like, it's just crazy that it happens. Obviously, it's not crazy because the whole world is populated. Like, it happens by accident a lot of times, but to me, the way that I look at it is just like an absolute miracle. And I do have confidence that it will happen. And that might seem silly at this point just because I don't have a lot of proof to go off of, but I just feel that it will happen for us. And you know, this was a step that we took, and we're going to take the next step, and the next step is doing IUI again. And I appreciate you guys so much supporting me, supporting us, leaving comments saying that you're praying, you're thinking happy thoughts, you're sending positive vibes, you're eating cookies, all of that. Like, I appreciate that so much. And you know, even going and having a terrible week last week, but still getting those comments from you guys, and you guys not knowing anything about what's going on, because it's just sometimes when very sad, very hard things come up, actually pretty much every time, I am not running to the internet to talk about it. You know, when stuff gets really serious, that's not content to me. You know what I mean? And obviously IUI is serious, but it's something that is very much like, it's my thing to talk about, and I don't see it as a sad thing. And obviously we didn't get happy news, but I don't know, it's just hard to explain, I guess. Just navigating the situation of like, what do I share, what do I not share when you're vlogging about your life, your everyday life, you know, because obviously going through fertility treatments and trying to have a baby and going through disappointments, that's gonna affect you. It just will, no matter what. So that kind of brings me to why I went out of town this weekend and I didn't vlog. So I just felt like I needed to rest and relax and see my family and not have the distraction of vlogging, because no, vlogging is not like a hard job or like a hard thing to accomplish, but it is a very distracting thing, especially when you're just vlogging your regular life. You don't really know what's gonna come up next. Grabbing your camera and like always having that in the back of your mind, it is distracting, and it does pull you out of your life, and it pulls you out of the moment, and it pulls you away from being with the people that you're with, even if it's just a small amount. But it is something that is very real that I think about a lot, because I do vlog every weekend. That's another topic, I guess. But I just wanted to take this weekend and see my family and be with them. And that was not our plan until like last week, early to mid last week. I decided I really wanted to go to Houston. Grant had this exam over the weekend that we've been preparing for and looking forward to, and he did this practice test, and he's been studying so much. It went really well, in case you're wondering. But of course we were not planning on going out of town. I was not planning on just like leaving when he was doing this test. And right now I don't really feel comfortable like talking about it and like going into all the details. I feel like it's not really my story to tell. Of course, like it is kind of my story to tell because it's my family, and you guys know how much my family means to me, and just like being with them is my happy place. Like, I love my family so much. I love my parents so much. Like, they are treasures to me. Like, they are the best people. You guys know that. If you've been watching the vlogs, if you've seen me in times when I vlogged with them, just, you know, you guys know how I feel. Basically, it's just a situation I want to be respectful of, and I want to be respectful of boundaries. And like, nobody said anything to me like, let's not talk about this in a vlog or whatever, but it's just, I don't feel comfortable talking about it yet. There is definitely part of me that's like, I don't want to talk about it because that makes it more real, and that's hard, and I don't want it to be real, but it definitely is real. And obviously anybody anywhere always wants everyone around them, all of their loved ones, to be healthy and happy and safe. Nobody would ever wish for anything else, but I don't know. It is not a good time to like be emotional because I'm about to go record a favorites video for my channel because on Friday I couldn't do it. So I need to like calm down. But you know, generally I want to be positive about the situation. That's really all you can do. Like, you know, going into like doing any kind of treatment plan or something, you just have to take the next step and you just move forward, and obviously just hope for the best and pray and stay positive. Like, that's really all you can do. And so obviously that's what I want to do. I don't want to like be crying about it. It was just a really bad week last week, and we got even more bad news than that. There's another person in our family that had to go to the hospital, and it's just a scary situation all around. And I don't know, it all came at once, I guess. You know, it's so weird and probably horrible for me to even say out loud. Like, I just thought, wouldn't it be so nice if I got a positive pregnancy test? Wouldn't it be so nice if I got a positive pregnancy test on Friday before I went to Houston and I was able to give good news? It was really just a passing thought, and I know it's probably such a selfish thing to say, but just, I guess whenever you get a lot of bad news at once, you're just hoping for one piece of good news, I guess. I should even like keep trying to talk because I'm just gonna ruin my makeup for my other video. But that's what's going on. That's why I went to Houston. That's why I didn't vlog over the weekend. And you know, I'm wrong for saying that. I'm wrong for saying like just hoping for one piece of good news. Like, that's me getting wrapped up in like a negative spiral. And I want to be positive about this. I want to trust and believe that everything is going to be okay, because it can be. Because it can be. I want to be positive and hopeful for the health situations we have going on in our family. I want to be positive and hopeful and have faith that the IUI can work the next time we do it. Like, I sound like I don't have any hope, but trust me, I do. I just do not want to leave this on a negative note, and I do not want to leave this in a place where you guys are like feeling sorry for me and I'm like ruining your day. Like, that's the last thing that I want. I don't want to put out like dramatic, sad videos with me crying. That's like the last thing I want to do. And obviously, I don't want to be dishonest and like brush things under the rug and pretend like everything's okay, and then months down the line be like, guess what? All of these horrible things were going on with me. I feel like this vlog is like so boring because it's just like Monday and I'm just like doing things around the house and like taking care of things and just like doing normal stuff. And my Mondays are just like always different. I always have like my schedule is up to me every day, really, but Monday is one of those days where I'm not always tied to editing. I usually am editing a weekend vlog to upload on Tuesday, on Monday, but obviously I don't have a weekend vlog to edit right now, and I need to get caught up by recording my video for Thursday. So today's like a weird day, and plus we got in late last night from Houston, so I just have to do a lot of catch-up things, and I had to go get Luna and everything, and I had to get ready for the video. So it's just like my Mondays are always kind of like a weird day, and I just plan as I go basically. And yeah, so I'm sorry if this vlog is totally boring, but it's like a weird day. It's been a weird week. Like, I don't want to bring you guys down. I see so many comments literally every vlog from people saying, you know, I had a really rough day, I've been having a really rough week, and I'm so glad that you uploaded, because it's just kind of like a little mental break, and you get to take a break from your life and just relax. And I love that. I go to YouTube for the same thing. I feel that way too. And I would hate for you to come to my video and then you're just like maybe reminded about things that you're going through, and I don't want to bring you guys down. I want to be a positive thing in your life, and because you guys are a positive thing in my life. And yeah, so let's leave it at that. You know, I'm going to be positive going forward, and I don't want you guys to worry about me, and I'll let you guys know how everything's going with our next IUI, because I'm thinking we should probably be starting that process this week, just waiting on the period. So yeah, just if you've been praying for me and thinking happy thoughts, eating cookies, all of that, maybe just extend that to the rest of my family. I know I didn't really go into detail, maybe that's frustrating, but hopefully you understand. I really appreciate how understanding and supportive you guys are, and I think you will understand. So I need to suck it up, I need to do some laundry, and I need to record my video. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll move on. All right, so done recording the video. That took a while. Then Grant got home early because he had to go to the doctor, or he had to go get blood drawn because they're just rechecking his levels from everything that happened back last year in the fall when he got sick. And then after that, I had to like I had to jump through a lot of hoops with this Instagram story I had to post. It was sponsored. It was just a lot of last minute stuff that took way longer than it should have. Popped the laundry in, and now it's time to cook. So I don't know if you follow my Instagram stories, but I did a recipe last week that is mini meatloafs. Let me find, where did I have it? I think I left the book in our room because I was getting the grocery list together last night before bed, late after we got back last night. Here is what it looks like. I posted it on my Instagram story last week when I made it for the first time. This whole recipe book is like one pan or like one sheet pan recipes, and they're all pretty easy. Well, actually, as I was looking through this more last night, because I was thinking I would make another new one, I realized I think this might be the easiest one that I made last week, and I was just not feeling it. I was tired. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I decided to make this again tonight. Maybe Monday meatloaf is gonna be a thing. I don't know. Grant really likes meatloaf. I'm just like kind of whatever about it. But after I made this and I posted on my Instagram last week, I got a response from Dana Ann here on YouTube and also on Instagram. And she said she tried the recipe too the next day, but she modified a couple things and she said it was really, really good. And I felt like whenever I tried it, it was like ever so slightly dry. Grant said he didn't really notice anything, but I felt like it was a little bit dry. So I'm gonna retry this recipe this week, and I'm gonna try it with her modifications. So I'm gonna add in meatloaf seasoning. I'm gonna add an egg. I think those are the only things I'm adding, but it's a super easy recipe. I'll take a picture of it again and I'll show you guys. And this is what the book looks like. Luna, what's wrong? Why is she barking? This is what the recipe book looks like. I actually got it a while back. I found it at Target. It's a Better Homes and Gardens special interest publication, one pan recipes. They have all different kinds of things. And this one is, I don't know if I would call it healthy. It's not unhealthy. I don't know what I'm talking about. It definitely looks a whole lot different than it did the first time I made it. It's got a lot of goo around it. I don't know, I guess that's maybe from the egg. We're gonna have to do a taste test. I gotta add on my barbecue sauce and chili sauce mixture, which I think will be an upgrade from the just plain barbecue sauce we did the first time. And we'll see what Grant thinks. I'm trying to wow him, trying to get a big reaction out of Grant, which is pretty hard to do. Since we got in really late last night, we didn't get to watch our shows, so we're sitting at the coffee table. Don't tell our parents.
We're outlaws now. Meatloaf outlaws.
Meatloaf outlaws. I told him to pretend like he didn't hear me say I wanted a big reaction.
It's good. I'll take it from the top down.
Oh no.
Your creation of the barbecue sauce with the chili sauce is excellent.
My creation.
Excellent. And then I do think that the meatloaf is more flavorful and definitely juicier. So you accomplish those things. Not over seasoned.
I was worried about that. What could improve?
I think you should, once it's halfway through, put the sauce on and bake it.
Bake it on?
Bake the sauce on. That's what I would do.
It's definitely significantly different than it was the first time. I definitely like it better because it's not as dry. We can definitely try what you said, but I definitely think this is a major improvement.
Yeah, sure. Luna's top it.